Today we're going to talk about how I overcame my food addiction and what helped me become a raw vegan. To keep things very simple, I'm going to start with the food addiction, because from my food addiction ended up that I became a raw vegan. I actually looked into a ton of different 12-step programs around food, and I wasn't finding, for me, freedom in those rooms. My soul didn't scream, oh, I want what you have. I wasn't finding that in the actual rooms. I was looking for the freedom of, I didn't want food to run my life anymore. I don't want to think about it. I just want to coexist with it. And I found it never mattered how much I was working out. I could be working out every day. I could be working out 5 times a week, but it always mattered to the food. And even if I was eating healthy food, I would still find myself binge eating nonstop on food. So either way, I was overeating. I was never able to take the proper amount. I would just keep eating. I couldn't say no once I started. I couldn't have just one. And when I did eat just one, I was done for. I was overeating until either someone had to rip it out of my hands, which my mother has done in the past, or I ate it all and there was no more to be eaten. Through my journey of understanding, well, for one, that I was a food addict, and life was becoming very unmanageable with this addiction, but two, I have found in my journey that the key to me not binge eating is happiness. Is that, am I happy all throughout my day? Now, of course, that's not realistic, or we're in the human world, because if it was up to me, I would have no problems, right? Everyone would be a robot and they're doing as I wish, but that's not how reality is. So in the moments, basically at the end of my day, I'm making sure that I am feeling happy, joyous, and free. That I'm doing things I want to be doing, not doing things that I don't want to be doing. Or am I free of anger, right? Am I going to bed angry? Am I going to bed in fear? Because I found if I'm not watching these things through my day and I go home with it, that's when I'm binge eating at night. So when I'm free of these things, I'm doing things I want to be doing. I am not letting this resentment completely take me out, or this fear to suck me in. And when I do that, I am free. I am happy. Now, how do I do this? It doesn't matter, I found, what 12-step program you're in, but it's just doing the 12 steps that I have found that's enabling me to be happy, joyous, and free. It is working the 12 steps. And again, it doesn't matter what program, they're all the same steps. Just as long as I'm working the steps, I have go-to people, not my best friend, not my family, not my husband. I have proper pointed people, I only have 2, that I go to tell them these things that are going on in my head, that if I'm in a fear or if I'm in a resentment, I'm getting free and clear of this so I can go home and I can just hit my head on my pillow and I feel good. There's also what I learned of overcoming this food addiction and being recovered today. There's just certain foods that I cannot eat. Once I take that bite, there's just certain foods that I cannot say no to. That just one is impossible, and I'm in it. I cannot stop, and again, unless someone literally rips it out of my hands or there is just no more. That's when I stop. And I found when I'm around people and they're like, oh, do you want this? I can say, I can't. I have an allergy to this food. And the allergy is that once I start, I cannot stop. And I don't even have to explain that. I just say, I have an allergy, no thank you. And they let it go. So through this food addiction, this is why I was saying that it came with it. Becoming a raw vegan was a part of this journey of recovering and recovered from my food addiction. So plants, as you see, I am always in our herb shop. Plants made a huge part of becoming a raw vegan and just in general of overcoming my food addiction as well. To the happy, joyous, and free, because yes, I'm a raw vegan, but I still can binge eat on my raw food in the evening or when I'm trying to blot out my consciousness. So it's very important that I'm always looking at, am I in a resentment? Am I in a fear? Am I doing something I don't want to be doing? Because I will still binge eat on my raw food. But how I started my journey, the plants, I started taking herbs. And this is where it's like, this is how I have transitioned to where I get to just drink juice all day long. I get to eat natural sugars. I get so much sugars. I mean, I drink gallons of this every day that I get to do this today. And I found plants have transitioned and have been a huge ally in this journey. So I first started, it's our belly balance. It was healing my gut lining so I can hold nutrients better. That when I eat something, I would stay full for a much longer period of time. And in our belly balance, it's marshmallow root and slippery elm. That's it. Then I found sea moss. I still love sea moss to this day. I take it first thing in the morning when I wake up because I found when I do my sea moss, I'm not hungry. And when I don't take my sea moss, I am very hungry and I need to drink more juices or I need to actually eat food right away. Like I'll make a wrap or something. And with the sea moss, when I eat that, I'm great. I don't need anything for a few hours. I don't even need any juice or really any water either. Like I feel amazing for my sea moss. So that's getting all my minerals that I wasn't getting in my food. And the other thing that helped me at the very beginning of my journey was butterfly pea flour. That's our sit blue. That's actually what got me to start working with my husband because I saw how powerful this flour was after taking it for 3 months. And it helped so much with my sugar cravings. I wasn't craving much sugar. So that was great with the butterfly pea flour. Now, I think it was about a year into taking these herbs. I started to go more deeper in plants and doing master plant diets. The one that I say she found me, I didn't find her. She popped up. I wasn't even looking for her. Is called Bobinsana. She is a heart healer. And she is a dieta. So when I say a dieta, a normal dieta is 10 days. In the Amazon, it's a 10-day diet with her, but you can do a 7-day, you can do a 30-day. When I touched the Bobinsana, I was like, what is this? I felt that she would heal my food addiction. Like she was the answer to what was going on. And I was huge. I'm only 5'1", and I think I was like 135 pounds or something crazy. And I felt her and I said, I feel like she's my answer. And I went ahead and I did it was for 2 weeks. I did the plant dieta, and you are lightly fasted, you do breath work and things like that. And I must have just not heard the food diet that I was supposed to take because I was going fasted all day. Then I would take the medicine. And then in the evening I would eat, but I was still binge eating. And I got so sick. I was seeing like how bad this food was for me, and I kept breaking the diet. But she started to heal my heart from anger and allowing me to really love and to be present and to get out of my head. So it was helping me tremendously. And then after I finished that diet, I was like, I need her every month. And I went ahead and every month I would do a 5-day diet with her. And that would include fasting. And when I say fasting, it dry fast, no food or water, then just water or just juice. Just so there's no food actually entering my body. But I have found doing these master plans, not only because she heals my heart, she is the heart healer of the Amazon, but I'm also having this regimen of fasting, of just juicing for the week. And it's like that muscle buildup. Doing plant diets have helped me become a raw vegan because the plants don't like meat, cheese, right? They don't like any animal products, and they want you to eat vegan. I don't like to use that word healthy, but more natural, more natural. Like you don't go eat the vegan bag of chips, or you don't go eat the vegan bag of ice cream. It naturally, without me doing, well, of course I'm still showing up and doing the work, but the plants are working on me and allowing me to not want those, the animal kingdom, eggs, fish, meat. As I'm doing these dietas, I'm just eating lentils. A big one is it likes just lentils. It's very soft on your system. And I was just doing the lentils, and then all of a sudden I now can't eat cooked food. It was hurting me from all my years of doing these plant dietas. So the plants were huge help becoming raw and overcoming my food addiction. So I have found that working the 12 steps every day is allowing me to be happy, joyous, and free, and I'm not overeating. And keeping these plants in my field is what is helping me be a raw vegan. So I do my breath work, I get all my minerals, and I feel amazing. And let me know what else you guys would like me to talk about or bring to the show that may be interest of you, or any questions at all. I would love to help answer. And cheers to Bobinsana. She brought me and my husband together, actually. The plants are lovely. All right, till next time, guys. Ciao.